Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make these flourless fudgy cookies. These cookies are actually gluten-free, which I didn't know until I started making them. As long as you use gluten-free chocolate chips. I don't know if I did, but I don't have a gluten intolerance, so I can eat them regardless. If you do have a gluten intolerance, then give this recipe a try because it is really, really good. And just remember to use gluten-free chocolate chips. One thing I will say about these cookies is that they are super light. It's like holding nothing. They are also very crispy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. They're equal parts crispy and gooey, if that makes any sense. You're using egg whites with this recipe, so I think that's what causes the crispiness. But the amount of chocolate that's involved in this helps with the gooey factor. When I first stumbled across this recipe, and I will link the original recipe below in the description box, I thought that it looked a lot like my favorite chocolate cookie recipe, the extreme chocolate cookies, which I will link in the cards above. But having just baked them, I can confirm that they are not quite the same. They have a very similar flavor, but a completely different texture, which can be expected because there's absolutely no flour in them. So keep watching for the recipe, and also click on the link below to my website if you want to get a digital copy of the recipe, if you'd rather not keep watching this video every time you want to make these cookies. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees and line 2 baking sheets with parchment paper or silicone mats if you have them. And then in a large bowl, whisk together the powdered sugar and the cocoa powder. Next, add your vanilla and 2 of 4 large egg whites. Make sure they're at room temperature. Stir the batter to see how thick it is, and if necessary, add the other 2 large egg whites. I used all 4, but it totally depends on the size of the eggs that you're using and the amount of egg white that is in each egg. But you'll want to make sure that your batter is thick like this, very similar to a brownie batter. Then stir in your chocolate chips and take either a tablespoon or, if you have one, a cookie scoop, and drop your batter onto the lined baking sheet. My cookies are going to be pretty big because I am using a cookie scoop, but I like big cookies. I mean, come on, why would you make small cookies? Make sure that you have a lot of room between each cookie. I've actually only put 6 on each baking sheet, so it'll take a little bit longer to bake up the entire batch, but the cookies won't spread into each other. Bake for 12 to 14 minutes and let cool on the baking pan completely before removing. And these are the cookies. As I said, they're extremely light, they're crispy and chewy at the same time, and if you really like chocolate, you'll probably enjoy these, whether or not you have a gluten intolerance. That's everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for a new video every Thursday. Happy baking!